This is how I collect tomato seeds for the next season. That way, I never have to worry about running out of my own trusted varieties. Choose a very ripe tomato, soft, juicy, and full of aroma. The best ones are those that ripened fully on the plant, because their seeds are well developed and have the strongest germination power. Cut the tomato in half and scoop out the seeds along with the pulp directly into a glass of clean water. Cover it with a piece of paper and leave it for 3 days. Shake the glass gently every day so the pulp separates from the seeds. This natural fermentation process removes the gelatinous coating and protects against fungi. After a few days, pour the seeds into a strainer and rinse them thoroughly with cold water. Spread them out on baking paper and let them dry in a well-ventilated place, away from sunlight. Regular paper won't work, as the seeds stick to it easily. Once they are completely dry, prepare small packets. Store them in containers or jars to protect them from moisture. This way you'll have clean, resilient seeds ready for the next season. Hardly anyone knows this trick, but it works brilliantly. If a tomato has gone soft, don't throw it away. Take a glass and fill it with cold water. It's very important that the water is cold. Place the soft tomato in the glass for 15 minutes. The cold water tightens the skin and restores firmness to the flesh. It's a simple trick that makes tomatoes feel like they've just been picked. Just 1 quart of this mix, and your tomato plants will be loaded with fruit. Do it once, and your tomatoes will produce 5 times more. The fruits will be large, healthy, and sweet. The secret lies in simple homemade ingredients. Start by filling a large bucket with about 2.5 gallons of water. Rainwater works best. The first ingredient is something you use every day: milk. It's a true gem for plants. Milk contains calcium, which strengthens plants and supports root development. It also protects against fungal diseases, crucial for tomatoes. Add about 3/4 of a cup of milk to the water. Now, for something you probably drink at home, just 1 tea bag is enough. Add a small handful of chamomile tea to the mix. Chamomile acts as a natural antiseptic, boosting plant immunity and encouraging fruit growth. Stir everything well. Water your plants at the base with this solution. Use it every 2 weeks, and your tomatoes will reward you with an abundant harvest. The fruits will be bigger, juicier, and full of flavor. A simple method that works even better than store-bought chemicals. Here's how to get rid of stink bugs on your tomatoes. Even experienced gardeners don't know this trick. Stink bugs are the worst enemies of ripe tomatoes. They show up just when the fruit is nearly ready to harvest, sucking out the juice and leaving deformed, discolored spots. This simple method will eliminate them fast. Ivy, a common ornamental plant, contains saponins, natural compounds that foam and irritate insects. That makes it a great natural repellent for stink bugs and other pests. You'll need about 10 ivy leaves. Cut them into smaller pieces and place them in a tall container. Pour in about 1 quart of very warm water. Let the mixture sit for 1 hour so the ivy can release its active compounds. After that, pour the liquid into a bottle. Now comes the second ingredient: vinegar. It's a natural substance with a strong smell that insects dislike. Add about 4 tablespoons of vinegar to the ivy mix. Fill a sprayer with 2 quarts of water, then add the mixture and close it up. Now, spray the tomato leaves and fruit thoroughly. Use the spray every few days during the summer season. This method acts as a natural shield for your plants. Stink bugs will disappear, and your tomatoes will stay healthy and damage-free. The most delicious homemade lemonade whose taste you'll never forget. You won't find anything like it in any cafe. It's delicious, refreshing, and incredibly easy to make. Start by washing your strawberries thoroughly to remove dirt and any tiny bugs. Then cut off the stems. Strawberries aren't just tasty. They're packed with vitamin C, antioxidants, and natural sweetness that's perfect for this recipe. Place the prepared berries into a 1-gallon jar. Add a few slices of freshly cut lemon to give it that light, citrusy tang. Toss in a few sprigs of fresh mint. It adds a crisp, cooling touch. Now it's time for the sugar. Add 1 cup to get just the right sweetness. Pour in hot water to fill the jar. Seal the lid tightly and gently roll the jar on the counter for about 1 minute to let everything blend together. Then flip the jar upside down and let it sit for a while. Wait until it cools. That's it. This lemonade is pure refreshment, perfectly sweet with the fresh aroma of strawberries. It tastes like summer in a jar. Just a tablespoon of this, and the weeds will dry up like they've been treated with the strongest herbicide. It destroys the entire plant, even down to the roots. When you spot them on the pavement in front of your house, you'll definitely want to get rid of them as quickly as possible. This method contains no harmful ingredients and is very affordable. In a large container, pour 10 ounces of water. The next ingredient is vinegar, which blocks the growth of the weeds. Add 10 ounces of vinegar to the container. Now it's time for the red powder. It irritates the leaves and burns the plants from the inside. Add 1 teaspoon of hot red pepper. Then add 1 teaspoon of table salt. The salt enters the plant cells and draws out the water, causing them to wilt. Finally, add 1 teaspoon of vegetable oil. This will help the mixture stick to the leaves more effectively. Mix everything thoroughly and vigorously. Strain the mixture through cheesecloth to remove small particles and get a clear liquid. Spray the weeds directly on the leaves and at the base. Within just a few hours, the plants will start wilting. They'll disappear without a trace. You won't need any store-bought chemicals anymore. This is an affordable method that really works. Hang aluminum foil on your plants. Your garden will thank you for it. This method deserves a medal. Start by preparing a small bowl. Add 3 tablespoons of ground coffee. Coffee contains caffeine and antioxidants, which have extraordinary properties, especially in the garden. Now, time for bay leaves. Highly aromatic, they have antibacterial and repellent effects. This is true garden gold. Crush 2 smaller bay leaves into small pieces. The next ingredient is hot red pepper. It releases a really strong, irritating smell. This is an important part of the mix. Add 1 teaspoon of paprika to the bowl. Mix all the ingredients thoroughly. Prepare a larger piece of aluminum foil. Place 1 tablespoon of the prepared mixture in the center. Fold the foil to form a smaller square packet. Take a toothpick and make several small holes across the surface of the foil. This step is crucial. Hang the finished packets on your plants in the garden, securing them with a clip. On flowers or shrubs, this acts as a natural barrier. It repels aphids, snails, ants, and other pests that can't stand the smell of this mixture. Additionally, the foil itself, by reflecting light, discourages insects from approaching the plants. It's a natural and safe solution to keep unwanted guests away. Store garlic this way, and it will stay fresh and aromatic all year long. Garlic is truly gold in the kitchen. However, to prevent it from molding, sprouting, or losing its flavor, it needs to be stored properly. For the first method, use a plastic bag. Place whole garlic bulbs in the bag. Take a piece of cloth, such as a paper towel. Sprinkle a little salt in the center. Slice a raw potato and place the slices on the paper. Fold the paper into a square and tie it with a rubber band. This acts as a natural moisture absorber. Put this in the bag with the garlic, remove the air, and seal it tightly. Store it in a dry, cool place. The second method is my favorite. Separate the garlic cloves and peel them. Place them in a jar, add a teaspoon of salt and a chili pepper. Pour vinegar over it all. Close the jar, shake it, and store it in the fridge. This method not only preserves garlic, but also gives it a spicy, intense flavor. The third method uses rice. Pour rice into a tall container. Place the garlic bulbs inside and cover them with rice. The rice absorbs moisture and repels insects. This way, the garlic won't sprout or mold. Properly stored garlic gives you flavor and health for many months.